flight and all that. So this is also a W shape that I'm looking for a breakout, which our immediate resistance is that 50 exponential moving average. So I'll be looking for good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. This is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. And what I will be doing on this video is to talk about the large cap, large price stocks. What I'm expecting in the coming week or two, or even 3 weeks, or even a month, right? So for the market, I've actually analyzed in details about the SPY, QQQ, IWM on my last video, where I talked about, you know, the SMAS rally on small stocks, right? So I gave my technical analysis and what I'm expecting the market to do. Now, with the market being at this spot, this is a critical level for the SPY. Why? It's because this area has been acting as a resistance for quite a while. So I'm looking for more volume to really come into this market. That is what I'm looking for. If price can push off of this 470 area, 472 area, I think we should be all right to continue pushing into this trend. That is what I'm expecting the price to really push into, because of why our RSI is around the 57%. So there's still more room to the upside in the market. So 2022 will come in solid, will come in fantastic. Okay, so keep an eye out for this market to keep pushing. Even the IWM as well, we're also expecting something really cool in the IWM. Let's take a look at it real quick. This IWM, I'm expecting price to really push right above the 200 moving average. That is the area I want price to really push through, so that our Russell 2000 can really get into the mood as well. So that is the level, that is where institutions will be coming in handy in the market. Listen, I love the W-shaped pattern. I always do. Look at what happened. We got this W shape, and now we're looking to break out of that level. So keep an eye out on IWM as well. Now, if I cannot post everything, every stock here, analyze them here on this video, go ahead and join me on my Twitter or on Stock Tweet account as well. Okay, you can see more about these different stocks that I cannot put up here. Now, the first one is going to be ABBV, ABBV. Why ABBV? ABBV has been pushing and pushing and pushing higher, and now we are at the 76 RSI level, so which indicates an overbought level, right? And the MACD is in the extension phase. So I'll be looking for, you know, a tap around the 135, 140, and then a sell-off back into this support. So now this resistance will become support. So keep an eye out on ABBV. Apple. Why Apple? Apple right now will really, you know, sold off of that momentum push, right? Look at it. I love the W as I love the M as well. So we made this M shape and then sold right off into support, which is our 20 exponential moving average. What I said in the previous video, I said price will pull lower into this 20 and then bounce right off that level, because that is the only support I can see which coincide with our 20 exponential moving average. Price really did push off that level. Right now, 177.50 break, I think we should be able to get an all-time highs in that sense. AAL as well, American Airlines, as you know, airlines and the Omicron variant begin to go down, we're going to see more airlines begin to pick. So we're waiting for the numbers in terms of Christmas numbers of how many people, you know, took into flight and all that. So this is also a W shape that I'm looking for a breakout, which our immediate resistance is that 50 exponential moving average. So I'll be looking for price to really push through. Now for these stocks, right, I picked most of the stock up off of what they call the insider buys, okay, and also with relative strength to Cheetah Flow. This is Cheetah Flow. So yeah, so this website has a very useful information. On the right side, you can see how the power alert is coming in, how they've been buying Tellery, they've been buying BKKT, and Sophie as well, they've been buying it, and the calls that are coming in for next year. We got March coming in, March 18 coming in at $15 call coming in as well on Sophie, right? We also have Tellery, they've been buying the $12 call on, you know, which was January 2023. Facebook as well, we also have Facebook coming in as well. Also have Riot as well, they've been buying the $25 call on Riot. So, you know, relative strength are also coming in on stocks that are actually in the money, right? Now we have Microsoft, we have Cisco, we have AAL. I talked about AAL earlier on, and see what they've been buying. They've been really buying, you know, 9.2 million, 8.7 million, 9.2 million, 13.7 million. They've been buying around the 1830 cents each, so 1834, 1831, 1837. So they've been really, you know, buying and buying and buying this AAL, right? So that is the anticipation on this name at this point in time. Next one is gonna be Airbnb. Okay, so Airbnb, I'm looking for the 50 exponential moving average reclaim, which will be the breakout of this downtrend. So keep an eye out on that. AMD as well, I'm looking for the break of this 150 tap visit. We should be looking for more to the upside. Now on blink charging, okay, BLNK is another one to keep an eye on, right? Because right now we have what we call this double bottom, right? So now I'll be looking for a break off this level into the $30 visit. I think we should be all right. Most people will be getting the $30 call option in anticipation of that move towards the 200 moving average. Boeing as well is another one to keep an eye on, because why? We're making what I call the W pattern break. Right now we're breaking this downtrend, so keep an eye out into the 207 210 level on this name. ASNA as well, right now we're respecting the 200 moving average trend, so I'm expecting price to really break through this $83 zone. Okay, if price breaks, I think we'll be able to revisit $90 on this name as well. We're looking at BABA as well. Right now this still look bearish, okay, but this trend is your best bet. If we break this trend, I think we'll be able to visit 125, 126 in the coming days as well. We're looking at INIP as well. We're looking at this really U-shaped pattern, right? So look for 52.50 into the $60 in the coming days. INTC as well, this is Intel. I'll be looking for $51.50, $52 break, and then we can really momentumly push into the 200 moving average. That is where I really want price to visit. CAR as well, we've really sold off right from where this stock is coming from, right? This is Avis Budget Group, so I'll be looking for price to really reclaim the 50 exponential moving average. Price doesn't reclaim that spot, I'll be looking for back down to 175, 150 in the coming days. BROS as well, look for continuation on this stock. CLOV, you're looking for a bounce off this $4 spot. That is where I've been calling for price to really bounce off. I'm expecting $455 days. BNTX as well, look for the 200 moving average bounce on this name. Wish you were looking for price to really bounce off this 350 into the $4.50. Keep an eye out on that. Upstar as well, UPST right now. So many of my friends wanted to buy here, and I said, guys, this is really extended. Look for price to revisit the 50. If it doesn't hold, then our next bet is the 200 moving average. Guess what? We bought some around this area only to fail, right? And we added because we saw support around this area. Right now we're looking good for the momentum push into our 200 moving average. Tesla is another one to keep an eye out. Right now we are breaking this resistance spot into the 1100. 1100 is that area you really need to watch out for. If we can break that spot, we should be alright. But for now, 1100 will act as a resistance. Volume is coming in. I love the volume on Tesla. Uber as well. Uber, they've been buying this Uber, right? I took some around the $38 spot in anticipation of the move, right? Because of this W-shaped pattern. So right now we're looking at 45 as a form of resistance. Twitter as well. I have Twitter for a long-term hold, so I'm not selling anytime soon on the name. Tellery as well. I'm looking for what I call the bottom bounce play on Tellery. Teldoc as well. Looking for a bottom bounce play. These stocks, they've been, selling off for quite a while, so I'll be looking for this to really gain steam in the new year. SSSS as well. Right now we're breaking this downtrend into resistance. $14 is your watch, guys. Square as well, which is Block SQ, which is now called Block. I'll be looking for bottom bounce play. 170, 165 call option will do you good as well into next year. Snap as well. I'm looking forward to this to really push into this $50. If $50 break, then we'll be looking for 55 in the coming days. Sophie, I talked about Sophie earlier on the option side. Right now we're looking for $15 call option. Okay, so $15 call option for, say 2022 December. I think we should be all right. So keep an eye out on that name as well. RSI as well. I'm looking for the break of this 20 exponential moving average. This area break, I think we should be all right to continue to push higher. Riven as well, RIVN. I talked about, this $100 is going to act as, a support. Right now we failed that level only to pull back down towards or below the $90 zone. So look for another retest of the $100. If that $100 doesn't hold, then we'll push lower back into the $80 on the name. SBUX as well. We're looking for SBUX to really break the 200 moving average zone. That is your best bet on SBUX. So keep an eye out on that name because I really love the way it is setting up to break that downtrend. So keep an eye out on that. Zoom as well. Zoom is pulling lower. This move, yeah, we took some calls into this move only to reject the 20 exponential moving average. Technical level, guys. These are technical levels. Chat them up and just keep an eye out on your technical levels. We rejected it, pull all the way back down. Now 190 should hold as a support. If it doesn't, then we're looking back to make a triple bottom. We'll also talk about Warby Parker as well. I'm looking for price continuation into the 50 exponential moving average. If this 20 exponential moving average holds, then we'll be looking for more to the upside. To top away as well, we're looking for bottom bounce play off this 20 exponential moving average. Peloton as well, we're looking for a bottom bounce play off this $38 zone. $40 visit, I think will continue to push. Much more momentum will come into the name as well. Penn National as well, I'm looking for this W-shaped breakout. 52.50 visit, I think we can get to 55 on the name. Pinduoduo as well, PDD, we're looking for a bottom bounce play off this level. PX as well, PX really did good. Right now we're in the overbought phase, so keep an eye out on this. If this 135 134 area doesn't hold, then we'll be looking for price to revisit the 130 to act as a support. If it doesn't, then we'll revisit this breakout spot, right? So keep an eye out on that. Pax as well, I'm looking for bottom bounce play. Nikola did good on Thursday, so right now I'm looking for price to really continue into $12. If it doesn't, if this area doesn't hold, 10.80 11 doesn't hold as support, then I'll be looking for price to really push lower into $10 again. But right now, you know, keep your eye out for the $12 if we can get that. Plug Power as well, I'm looking for bottom bounce play off this area. You're gonna have a little resistance around the $30.75 $31 zone, so keep an eye out on that. Palantir as well, I'm looking for more on this Palantir in the coming days because I love the way the stock is really looking. Okay, FATE as well, my best bet right here is for price to continue to push into the $73 on the name. Fubu as well is your bottom bounce play. This is a long-term hold for me on this. Kickland as well with this chart looking pattern. This is a bearish looking pattern, but if we can break $15, I think we'll get $16.50 easily on the name. iRobot as well, we're looking for bottom bounce play as the market begin to work. Macy's as well with this Xmas and Christmas and all the good stuff coming in, you know, into this Christmas and the next year. I think I'll be looking for price to really bounce off this $24 zone. Okay, right now we got 25.14, and I will be looking for another retest of the 20 and 50 exponential moving average. We'll also have Lulu as well, Lululemon. Right now I'm looking for the bounce off this area, which is our 200 moving average. Also, don't forget HOOD, which is Robinhood. I'm looking for a bounce off this spot. Right now we've really sold right off, so I'm looking for some form of a push. Now JP Morgan is another one. If we fail the 200 moving average, I think we'll pull back down to retest the 154 area, right? For now, expect this 200 moving average to really hold in the coming days as well. FCell as well, I'm looking for a bounce off this spot. MACD is looking to call back up as our sold area is 36% right now in terms of ROSI. NFLX is what you're looking for. You're looking for the 50 exponential moving average visit. Right now, I think more is in the cards, right? We also have Mara as well. As Bitcoin begin to move and show strength into 2022, I'll be expecting this to also show strength above the 200 moving average, so expect more in the coming days. Pfizer as well, right now we're looking at this flag. Okay, so I'll expect $60 in the coming days. If it doesn't, look for price to pull back to the $56-$55 zone. Also talking about Bitcoin play, we're talking about OSTK as well. OSTK was down 84% right from that 1110 1111 area. Right now 62 is going to act as our support, okay, with your stop loss around $60. Right now we're coiling back up with oversold around 28%, so I'll be looking for more, at least for price to really visit the $75 $80 in the coming days. And also we want to take a look at PTLO. Right now we're really looking good, as if we want to really coil back up, so keep an eye out on that name as well. I do like it. Open, you were looking for a bottom bounce play on this name, guys. This is wonderful, so keep an eye out on this with your resistance around 1542. Okay, if that area breaks, I think we should be all right. Okay, so keep an eye out on that. TME as well, we're looking for a bottom bounce play. This is a small price one. With that being in mind, SI, finally SI, keep an eye out on this one. Right now I'm looking for price to visit the 170, which will give me that a head and shoulder pattern. If you're not seeing that, this is the left side, this is the head, and expecting this area to be the right side of the shoulder. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, you're more than welcome to do that. The remaining charts, I'm going to post them up on my Twitter and on my stock tweet account, so keep an eye out on those as well. If you have any questions, concern, email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com. Okay, have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your Christmas, enjoy the new year, and I will talk to you guys again and real soon. Have a fantastic day. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.